the way APC governors usually talk, let you and I know that they've got something up their sleeves.
The man will say no gashishi. I am sending a direct message to him. There is a new sheriff in town. He cannot come to Edo without telling me, because his security will never be guaranteed. Whatever happens to him when he's in Edo State, he will take it. I am serious about it. He came the other day and donated 15 million. Somebody will say, no, guys, she will get 15 million to donate to people. By the time he left, there was crisis. 3 people died in Benin. So for that reason, tell Obi he should not come to Edo without telling me.
If not that they are scared, why are they always anti-Peter Obi? Why are they always complaining about Peter Obi coming to their state? Of recent, Peter Obi visited Edo State and gave the School of Nursing 15 million naira. Rather than the governor to be happy that an individual who is not stealing government money like most of them are doing is coming to the state to celebrate and promote, the health sector in the state, just like he has been doing in other states. The governor comes out fire blazing and saying that the man Peter Obi should collect permission before coming to a state in a country that is a federal system like Nigeria. Can you imagine that a sitting governor, a governor who got there through crooked means, a governor that was probably not elected by the majority of the people, but because APC is in power, got there, is now telling Peter Obi not to come to a state without collecting permission? Since when do we need permission to move from one state to the other? Do I need permission to move from Edo State to Ibadan, or from Ibadan to Lagos, or from Lagos to Kaduna? And this lets us to know that these people have something that they are scared of. So I do not take Okpebholo, the governor of Edo State, seriously. This was the same thing the guy who calls himself Aliyah, the guy who calls himself a pastor, or who calls himself a reverend father. Peter Obi wanted to visit the state and he told Peter Obi not to come. They cannot guarantee security. Since when did the governor need security or since when do visitors visiting the state need special protection from the governor, if not that the governor has something against them? Now, this is what will happen if Peter Obi should visit Edo State next time without collecting permission, like this illegitimate governor of Edo State has said. They will probably send thugs to go and disrupt whatever he's doing, and then they will now come and say, oh, Peter Obi has come to cause crisis and commotion in the state. Now he has his thugs, the likes of those APC thugs, that guy who calls himself the youth leader, that is old enough to be my father. I've forgotten his name, that looks like an Agbako brain. He will send that one to go and disrupt. And this was what they wanted to do for Natasha in Kogi State. And what did Natasha do? Natasha came in a helicopter and she bypassed all the security challenges they presented. That number one, there will be no convoy. How can you tell a sitting senator not to come in a convoy in the state? You want to assassinate her? And then in the end, she came in a helicopter. So this is what something similar to what Peter Obi will do. If Peter Obi wants to come to Edo State and do another thing, and Okpebholo, the illegitimate, the boy of Oshomole, that will soon begin to have problem with Oshomole, tries to stop him, all he needs to do is to find a way to circumvent their stuff, because this country not be one man country. Now, no, if you just come they tell us like this will do things, and not be like this will do things. How you go they tell a whole Peter Obi will be safe not be Ojoro, the guy that will be our president, and now people like una for no even dey there, una call rig election finish for federal level and state level, come they tell am say he need permission to enter that country. We all by there, those state are my states. So Okpebholo cannot do what he's doing. It is very, very wrong, and people should call him out. And now we saw in another news that in Kaduna, a Kaduna state that is not even a southern state, that is predominantly a Muslim state, is coming. People are celebrating the birthday of Peter Obi. And what did the police do? Police that have now become partisan, they stop people from carrying out rallies. But when they rally for all these crooked politicians, nobody stops them. This is very, very unfortunate. And the unknown individual that has zero political relevance, Reno Omokri, a lying man, the man that flip-flops more than even the fish in the sea, the man that is known as political mercenary, and now of recent, even in the Indomie Park, they've put him hungry man, comes out to say happy birthday Peter Obi. And in the video, he puts himself, in the gym, pressing and carrying maybe dumbbell or weight or all of that just to mock Peter Obi. Let that man even pray that he reaches that Peter Obi's age, because at that age Peter Obi has already made a lot of impact in the lives of people, blessing people, and not one man who would come and is anywhere belle-faced politician that he is. Anybody that has the money to pay him, he serves, and so as a result of that, he does not have integrity. He has zero integrity, and what his children will probably remember him for in the future will be a father who tried so much to ridicule himself on the internet, and that's the legacy he's leaving behind. Because even when he visited his daughter in school and was trying to hug her, she refused to hug him, which shows that this man has a tainted reputation, and he should go and focus on correcting that. Now the thing with him is that they all begin to know him, that this guy is anywhere belle-faced politician and would go for the highest bidder, so Tinubu's government will not even take him seriously. All they just need that is that they need everybody, all hands to be on deck, so that Tinubu can come back as the president in the next election. After that, maybe they will just give him small position and all of that, but he can never have the kind of relevance that politicians whose fathers have created way for them have. For instance, now if you see some of all these many politicians that are there, the Meji Bankole and all of that, their fathers had already been there, made ways for them and all of that. But if you are a boy who comes from a poor home and you are trying to rise, and one of the ways you are rising in the political ladder is by using your mouth to rubbish and tarnish people's reputation, whereby the politicians that have money will now take you into their fold so that they can use it to be rubbishing people, and then you've been doing that back and forth with different politicians, then they all begin to suspect you. They'll begin to suspect you, and this is why, for instance, now Peter Obi, for instance, can never get Tinubu's full trust, because this same guy called Tinubu drug baron, Tinubu drop out. He said he went to Chicago to confirm, but now Tinubu has entered. This man is singing praises of Tinubu, saying that Tinubu is doing well. Even he went to celebrate the Coastal Road, even before APC people went there. Tinubu has spokesmen. Tinubu has presidential senior assistant Bayo Nanuga, the other guy from the state where the former vice president Atiku is from. They are all there. Why is Peter Obi now doing mouthpiece of Tinubu? Do you think those people will be happy with him? They won't, because as much as yes, everybody's happy that yes, APC is pushing and all of that to push false propaganda and lies, they still know that this guy is kind of person that he has been vacillating between left and right, and so they will never trust him. They will never take him seriously. So in the end, that guy can never hold any official position through election, because he can never win an election. So this individual that has never contested an election in his life is there coming to rubbish Peter Obi. Though he came third, we all know how he did far better than what they stated he performed, or how they inflated the other performances and to make him look like he didn't perform very well. So in the end, Peter Obi would have far more relevance than Reno Omokri, either internationally, globally, or nationally. In the end, the fact that Peter Obi was deprived of his right to rule, to become the president, does not mean that he has lost relevance. Reno Omokri will go down as the worst hypocrite in Nigeria politics. Mark my words. Now, let me know your thoughts are in the comment section. I remain your boy Ernest Omozokwe Adebayo Okoje. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Signing out. Peace.